Welcome to another thrifting adventure, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. I took a short road trip to a new to me Goodwill where the shelves were stocked. So let's get into this thrifting adventure. All right, guys, welcome back. We're heading into Goodwill in Elyria, Ohio. It is a new to me location, so I hope we can find some goodies here. But first, let me grab my cart and let's see what we find. So what are these here? They say keepsake and they are by Hallmark. I'm not familiar with them, but the more I look at the shelves, the more I find. And I think I'm gonna grab these. I think I'm gonna grab them all. They're probably worth about $8 to $15 each. So I think they're a great find. They're all new in their box. They may not sell right now, but I will get them listed and they will be available for next Christmas for the holidays. And I had no clue that Martha Stewart made ornaments, but I guess I should not be surprised. These go for about $15 if you're lucky, or maybe a little less. So I really like this little storage cabinet container. It has a cool primitive rustic look to it. And guess what, guys? This already sold. I listed this. It probably sold within a week or so. But I thought it had a really great look to it. It has a really great look to it. Tell me what you guys think. But it's definitely going in the cart. This appears to be some type of organizer. Kind of has a vintage 70s look to it. I don't know if it was missing something, but not quite what I'm interested in. So I think I'm gonna put that back on the shelf and pass. We're all familiar with the cat's meow. They're asking about $3.99 each on those. A little pricey. I really like this bird figurine, but those always tend to be a slow sale for me. I like this music box as well. Unfortunately, it's missing its winder, so you can't wind it up, and it actually did work. It has a little dust here inside, so that wasn't a big deal. And the winder's probably not a big deal either, but I really don't need any projects at the moment, so it will temporarily be in my cart, but it's going to end up back on the shelf. I love seafood, guys. My mom loves seafood, and I thought these lobster crackers were so fun. So I got myself one, and I got one for my mom. And then I spotted these little picks here. Can always use those to help get that crab meat out of the shells. So I decided to grab those. And I'm thinking, do you really need a lobster tablecloth wheel? Not really. So I passed on that. And then they have the little lobster snack plates. I don't need those either, but I thought they were pretty fun. I like this mid-century storage, food storage or condiment containers. I've never actually found one with the lids, but I'm gonna leave that for someone else as well. Just scanning the shelves. I'm not used to seeing so much inventory on the shelves, as you guys know. Back home at my Goodwills, my shelves are very thin. So, yeah. This Guess eyeglass case was okay. The Guess wording was a little faded. And here we go, scanning more shelves, seeing what jumps out at me. I'm not really seeing much that intrigues me, that is. Some keyboards. This looks interesting. I'm always going to take a look at something that's new in the box. So Goodwill is asking $35 for this, so pretty much retail. So I'm going to pass on that. Let me know what you guys think of the voiceover. I'm just switching it up, trying something different. So this big wooden mirror clock caught my attention. Definitely not something I will want to ship, but I did want to take a look at it. So we're definitely going to pass on that. Lots of toys. This iron car, I believe it's a 1957 Chevy. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And this particular brand does not have great resale. They were pretty much asking what it would, sell for. But for someone that wants to add to their own collection, I think that would be a great find. I believe they were asking $9.99, so it's going to temporarily be in my cart. So this is Wally the Coyote, and this reminds me of my childhood. So I think I'm going to grab him. He goes for about between 15 and 20, I would say. So I'm paying about $3 for him, so I'm going to go ahead and take a chance on that. He was pretty unique. These had a vintage look to them. They were missing their lids, unfortunately. Great 80s look. Some watermelon shakers. Watermelon season is right around the corner here in Ohio, and I'm looking forward to it. How many of you enjoy watermelon in the summer? Let me know in the comments. So spring is here in Ohio, and this definitely gave me spring vibes. I know Pioneer Woman, some of her items can have great resale, and this one seemed to be pretty decent. I do pay, about $3 or $4 for it. No chips, no cracks. So I believe this is going to go in the cart. Why not? Definitely getting ready for spring. So around the corner from the lobster crackers, I spotted these lobster bowls. I was very tempted to pick one up for myself, but my cabinets are pretty full, so I do decide to leave that behind for someone else. And as you can see, there's plenty of them here. So that'd be great. That'd be great if you are truly into lobster and seafood. You could really do some really nice decorations for your table. A nice seafood tablescape, possibly. And I was just looking at this bag. I do need a tea holder for loose tea, and I did see some in this bag, but I did not need the other item, so I do leave that behind. These are really pretty shakers. I believe they're crystal, but I could be wrong. Unfortunately, the lid on one of them was really tarnished, and I don't think I could have cleaned that, so I did leave it behind. I like this towel piece. I do have a tile I keep on my grill, and it did break over the winter time. Somehow or another it fell. So I'm thinking to myself, I really like this. I think I'm going to get it for my grill. So I'm going to put that in the cart as well. Everyone knows I love a vintage glass if you've been watching for a while. I thought these were Libby. I don't know if Libby puts their lettering on all their items, but I did not see the L, so I did pass. I did like the green color on these glasses. And these were pretty fancy. They kind of look like crystal, but they did have chipping. And I did like the little cocktail glass here with that controlled air bubble in the base. I thought that was pretty cool. Not great resale. I did look those up, so I'll leave those for someone else. And if you could take a minute just to hit the subscribe button, guys, I would truly appreciate it. We're still chugging away at 1K. We're slowly but surely getting there. I appreciate all of you, and you guys know who the regulars are on the channel. You comment under every single video, and I love it. I thank you. I truly appreciate it. So I believe these Hinkle, I could be saying it wrong, guys. Some of these have great resale. Pretty much the more slots, the more they hold, the more they're worth. So always take a look at those. This one, unfortunately, did not have the value, so I do leave that behind. This is a really nice silverware set. I don't know a whole lot. I have sold some and done well, but Goodwill was asking $50 for this one, so I do decide to pass. So I'm sure that will be a great find for someone. Lots of cool chests over there if you're looking for that vintage look for your bedroom or wherever in your home. They don't necessarily need to be for your bedroom. These chairs had a nice vintage look. Goodwill was only asking $2 and some change for these chairs. They would look great reupholstered, possibly, but they were being sold as is, so I'm not quite sure what was wrong with them. So I'm just scanning. Maybe I'll take a look at the lamps here, see if anything catches my attention. I have been looking at golf clubs, and I did take a look, but I'm not really seeing anything worth picking up today. So I think I'm gonna pass on all of these. This is a great base. I don't know if this would have came from a Tiffany lamp. I could not see any marking, but it had really good weight to it. But I don't know much about lamps, so I do decide to pass this by. So I'm just scanning in the shelves to see if I see anything else that catches my attention. Once again, I'm just so shocked at how much inventory this Goodwill has. These are pretty glass lamps, very heavy, nice etching. This lamp's very colorful. That would probably be a great pickup. I would imagine it's going to take someone that likes a lot of color, very flashy, for that one. So I'm going to take a minute to look my items up that I have collected in my cart to see what's going to make its way back to the shelf. And like I mentioned earlier, this knife block did not have the value, so I will return that to the shelf. It was pretty much being sold at retail cost, so I am going to return that to the shelf as well. So I am going to take some time to look up all these keepsakes, and after I did, I decided that the value of these range between $8 and $15. So I did not think that was too bad for what I'm paying. I think I'm paying about $2.99 each on those. So I figured I'll do pretty well on those. So if anyone's familiar with the keepsakes, the Hallmark keepsakes, or you collect them yourselves, feel free to comment below. So once again, guys, I want to thank you for watching. This video is going to be wrapping up. And if you missed my post, I will be posting my videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. That is the day I decided on, as I do have a full-time job that takes up a lot of my time during the week, plus just everyday life, maintaining my home, family, friends. I'm sure you all understand. So Sunday just seems like a great day for me to have the time to create a video for you guys. So look forward to seeing the videos on Sundays at 12 p.m. I did find these Libby clear coffee mugs. I'm in the process of swapping out all my Ray Dunn coffee mugs. I like the clean, clear look now, so that's kind of what I'm going with. And they were a great deal, so I do snag 4 of those for myself. So that's pretty much it. So here's just a quick recap of what I picked up today, guys. I did pick up the primitive storage cabinet. Thought that was a great find, already sold. I did pick up the Wiley mug cup, and I did go ahead and pick up the Pioneer Woman napkin holder. I think that'd be great for spring. And I did pick up the Arizona tile that I will be using for my grill. And I did pick up the Fun Lobster crackers, so those will be useful. And I did go ahead and snag all the Hallmark keepsake ornaments. So, and I got new mugs for my own collection. So anyway, guys, I'm headed out. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in another thrift trip real soon. Bye for now.